Ever since I moved out, the highest requested video is that of a house tour or that of a room tour. And today, finally, I'm sitting down and making this video. It's a very impromptu video. I just figured out that I was dressed up, so I could just quickly come and shoot this video. This is just going to be my room. So basically, this is a 2 BHK, but I've not really had the time to set up any of the other rooms. So they're an utter mess. The only room I've worked on is this one. And I am hoping that you like the way I've set it up. This is my first time trying out something like this, and I'm very happy with the outcome of the whole efforts. And I can't wait to show it to you. Remember that this place did not have anything when I was moving in. So everything that is here right now, it's me who has done it. So I hope that you like it. So we will start right from the entrance. So when I enter the room, what you see basically is something like this. So you probably would come in this way through the door, and let's close the door as of now. And this is what you're gonna see first. This is a pretty quick overview of the whole room. As you can see, it's still a little bit messy, but I've done my best to prep it up for the video itself. So let's start right from here. So the first thing that you'll see is probably this bookshelf. I have hanged an artificial plant there. So I got this on Amazon, and there were it was a pack of 3. So here's one, there's another, and there is another one. I think like it really adds volume, especially when I'm clicking pictures in the mirror for Instagram. They come out really nice because of the depth these plants give to the room. So what I had done, this room used to be like a pretty basic color. So what I've done is I got some wallpaper and I pasted it all on my own on that side of the room so that it looks better for videos. Of course, I agree that I have not done the best job here, but it does the job for me at least. So let's have a closer look at everything here. Here I have a lily plant. I think this is called peace lily, which has died a little bit because, you know, I'm not the best at keeping plants alive. This is my bookshelf. I have not shifted all my books here because I still do go sometimes. I have a pretty mug here. Here is my Kindle. Here is a little cute box that I really like. Here I have 2 books. Oops, this one fell down. These are 2 of my favorite books. One is about forgotten women who are the writers, and another is about the artists. It is a very well illustrated book as well. To add a little bit of more greenery to the room, I have added a money plant here. This was from Ugao. Ugao has really pretty potters. And lastly, there's these 2 couple of shelves. So it always has that miscellaneous things that I might need. This is my camera bag. This is a lot of wires and everything that I need because of my work. These are a couple of diaries that I use from time to time. And yeah, that is basically all that there is on the bookshelf itself. Let's look at what's beside it, and it's basically a bean bag. Well, honestly, bean bag is something that I was really impressed by when I saw it for the first time, and I saw it for the first time probably in a library, and it was really cool. So I decided that I need to get a bean bag for myself. But now that I have a bean bag, I've realized that it's really hard to work or do anything on a bean bag because it's so calming and you can't just get up. So beanbag is recommended for comfort, but it's not the best thing to have in case you want to focus on work. And alongside this beanbag, I also have a footstool, so I can just sit like this if I wanted to. And it is pretty convenient in case you want to sit and work on your beanbag. I got this off of Amazon. A lot of the stuff I got for this room was actually from Amazon, so I'll link all of that below. But coming back, so this is the beanbag, this is the footstool for the beanbag. There's a quick doormat there, and this is the door. This is a pretty simple door and it opens the way to the balcony. Here I have the second wall. This one is also a wallpaper that I got on Amazon and I really love it. I absolutely love how it looks on this wall as well. I have 2 windows here, and here I have my favorite corner of the house, and this is basically my mirror. And I think all the elements of the room really look the best when it's inside the mirror. it looks so good. Like, I feel like this is the best part that I've worked on. So what I added was this cute little plant, artificial plant, honestly, because I felt like it gives it a lot of depth, especially because everything in the room is reflected twice here. So it really adds on to the room that I've made. It is a simple mirror. I think I got this one on Pepperfry though, not on Amazon. Amazon has a pretty terrible furniture collection. And here I have another plant from Ugao. Once again, since it's reflected again, it looks so good. I highly recommend adding plants in your room because it can really amplify how your room will look. Here is Patanjali ka aloe vera gel. Girls, you know why it's here. And here's my specs that I wear once in a while. Here's some keys. This is my drawer, which is an utter mess. Not even look at it. This is something that I got from Face Shop, and here is a quick box that if I kind of pull it out, everything will fall down. You know what I'm talking about. This is the tripod that I use for the shoots, and this is the sheet that I use to keep on the floor. Basically, sometimes, since you must have noticed by now, there's not a shelf space here. So if there's something that I'm doing on the bed and I can't keep the pillows and everything on the bed, I just put it on the mat here. Sometimes I also put this sheet right there, so that I can just sit there and work. You must have noticed by now that I have kept the floor space of this room very, very empty, because when a room is cluttered with stuff and furniture, I don't like it at all. It gives me a lot of mental anxiety, so I've avoided doing that. The next thing I have here is a laptop table. Now, I already have a proper table in the room outside, but mostly I'm working in this room, so I do need a proper laptop table which I can just place on the floor or on the bed, and I just work on the same. My favorite thing about this laptop table is this one, this cup or mug holder. This holder comes in very handy because when I'm working, I love to have a cup of chai and I don't want to have the worry of having it fall down on my laptop. So this is highly recommended. Once again, I got this on Amazon too. Now let's look at my bed. I got this bed on Flipkart. The first thing on this bed is this shelf, and this is what I absolutely love. A lot of times, as I told you, I work on my bed, so it's very handy to have this shelf here. I can sometimes place books and everything that I'm working on right here. I also love this fact that I can keep water here, so at night I don't have to get up. I really did not want to get a shelf beside the bed. Now this is my favorite mug. Although it says tea, I only drink water in it. I have a pretty glass bottle here. I have two of these. I stopped at that because I realized that if they were to break, it'll be a lot of work. Here's a phone that really doesn't work. Here is a term that you should definitely not use when you're talking to me. Here's a pen that I keep in handy in case I feel like writing something when I'm reading a book, because a lot of times I'm reading on the bed. I have a purse here, and this is basically for the tripod stand. So it's here, and here I have my pillow. Well, the pillow itself, it's an orthopedic pillow and I highly recommend it. I invested in this pillow because I had a bad case of back and neck pain the moment I moved. So I decided that maybe a pillow can solve it. The pillow is a little bit pricey. It is about 1.2K, but honestly, it was worth the investment considering that my back and neck pain has absolutely reduced. I have a side pillow here, and this is called Paj Balish. This is something that I cannot sleep without. Okay, a lot of people ask me like, what is the first thing you should do when you're moving out? What is the most challenging thing? And I told them, not having a Paj Balish. So the first thing you should do is get a Paj Balish. I love my side pillow. Like, I cannot sleep without it. And if you are the same, please leave a comment below. And lastly, I have this pretty wall. Well, honestly, I have not done this whole room by my own. I have had a couple of great friends help me out with it, so huge shout out to them. And lastly, there's of course the charger. Like, without a charger, is it even a millennial home? Of course not. I love this wall the most because it's like totally made by us. So these pages were actually from a planner. It's Katie Daisy's, I think 2018-2019 planner. I bought it, but then it was so pretty I just couldn't use it. This makes such a pretty background for pictures and all, and I highly recommend this to you guys as well. Yeah, that was basically my room tour. I know this definitely is not the best room ever, but I have done my best to make it as appealing as it can be, as appropriate for shoots as it can be. I'm not sure about the changes that I want to do in the other rooms because I'm too much swamped with work now, but overall I hope that you like this. If you want an estimate for how much it cost for the walls and everything, it cost around 10,000 for all the walls totally. Of all the things that I had to do while setting up this whole room in this manner, I think the biggest lesson was the wallpapers. Wallpapers have, of course, totally changed how the room looks, but I would do it with a professional if I was doing it the next time, because there are nitty-gritties about this whole issue that you might not be aware of, things about wallpapers that you may not know of, and while doing everything on your own, you might actually end up ruining a lot of materials, which happened with me. So definitely, also like the wallpaper was like so sticky, it was just sticking all over my hands and legs. It was not the most comfortable thing in the world, so I would probably get a professional next time. But this is what I have done, completely DIY room. I hope that you like it, and if you want to do this for your own room, the wallpapers and everything are available on Amazon. If you want an estimate, I needed like 12 or 16 panels of this white wallpaper and I think 5 rolls of the yellow wallpaper. Of course, towards the yellow walls I have these big windows, so that saved some cost, but 5 rolls were enough for 2 walls for me. So that was about what, 2.5k for these, and for these 16 panels it was almost 4,000 total. So yeah, that's how much it cost for the walls, and everything else I'll give a link below so that you can grab it if you wanna. I hope that you like this room. This is where I am living now, and yeah, I'll be back with another video soon. Until my next video, bye bye.